Greetings, fellow travelers in this worldwide web of internet schmominy. It is I, Stewie Dark, of Invisible Id, here to bring you some examples of sayings and phrases we use in everyday life that make no bloody sense. Go into a nice restaurant, and you order a meal, and you order a salad, and the waiter or the waitress says, "Would you like some fresh ground pepper on your salad?" And you say, "Yes, I would." And the waiter or waitress says, "Just say when." Say when? I don't know, after 4 seconds? Maybe 5 seconds? Well, I like a lot of pepper, so 7 seconds. Just say when? I know, I get what it means, but why do we say that? Just say when. Why am I saying when? Why don't you say, like, just tell me when it's enough, or just say stop, okay? Stop, or that's plenty. Just say plenty. Or how about this one? Boy, I had too much to drink. I need to go take a leak. You need to take a leak? Yeah, I need to go take a leak. Don't you want to leave a leak? You're gonna take a leak? Where are you taking it? See what I mean? Or how about when you do something for someone, and they say, "Thank you," and you say, "Thank you." Like, "Thank you." "Oh, thanks." No, it should be like, "Thank you." "Ah, you're welcome." Not thanks. Don't say thanks when someone says thanks. Does that make any sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to... Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, what's up? I don't know. Up? Up is up. There's an airplane. And there's a bird. And there's some clouds. And a butterfly. When somebody's talking, it's like, "Oh, man." So the other day I was talking to my friend, Jimmy. And he goes, "Hey, dude, look at that bird in that tree." And I go, "Whoa, that's a big bird." And he goes, "Yeah, where did you go? Where is someone going?" Don't you mean to say... I was talking to my friend Jimmy the other day, and he said to me, "Hey, look in that tree, look at that bird." And I said, "Whoa, that's a big bird." Right? And that goes along with, and I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, and she was like, and I was like, the poor English language. The poor English language. You know, you're in line and you're ringing up your stuff, and there's a couple of things they do. They say, "Oh, wow, cat litter. You have a cat, huh?" What gave you that idea? The cat litter? Or, you know, it's like you go into get the gas and you're like, "Yeah, I need $12 on number 4. And it's like, okay, she takes your thing and she's like, "Okay, honey, see you, babe." Or "See you, dear." It's usually mostly honey. Can you imagine, like, if a dude was, like, talking to, like, you come into a liquor store and she says, "That'll be $5.50, and you're like, "Okay, honey." Or, "Hey, babe." Right. What would happen? Sexual harassment. Yeah. Men can't call women honey or babe or sweetheart or darling. But women do it all the time. Go to like a $4 and order a $500 cup of coffee. And then the woman behind the counter will say, "Okay, honey, have a good day." "I'm not your honey." "Don't call me your honey." Or for crying out loud, why does a man refer to this as, "I'm gonna go jerk off"? Don't jerk it off. I mean, why don't you have a wank? "I'm gonna go jerk off." God dang, it could fall off. Don't jerk it off. Here's one that George Carlin pointed out like 30 years ago. Jumbo shrimp. Jumbo shrimp. Ow. I don't like black licorice. What you mean to say is you don't like licorice. No, I don't like black licorice. Well, it's not called black licorice, it's just licorice. Well, I like red licorice and strawberry licorice and raspberry licorice and cherry licorice, and I like grape licorice and chocolate licorice and a sour apple licorice and watermelon licorice, but I don't like black licorice. You knucklehead! Licorice is not black licorice. It's just simply licorice. So a coffee bean is actually not a bean. It's a seed. Why do we call it a coffee bean? I don't know. Sunflower seeds in the shell are called sunflower seeds. But when they're out of the shell, they're called sunflower kernels. Are they no longer seeds? Or it's like when we refer to somebody who happens to be crazy. Oh, he's got toys in the attic. Boy, he's gone fishing. He's lost his marbles. Well, he's got some toys in the attic? Does he have Monopoly and Sorry and Gnup Gnup? Oh, he's gone fishing, but he didn't catch anything. He was looking for some trap. Oh, he lost his marbles? Did you look in the attic? Or with your vehicle. Let's say your car door is slightly open. And on the dashboard, there's this flashing, blaring sounding warning. Your door's ajar! Your door is ajar! No, dude, my door is a door! Families in a car traveling to their destination on a vacation. Kids in the back seat going crazy. The father at the steering wheel. Don't make me come back there! It's like, please don't! Somebody needs to control the vehicle. If not, we'll crash and die. At the same point, kids in the back, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? If we were there, we'd be there. Someone's on the phone too long. Would you hang up that phone? Where do you, you want me to hang it up? You gotta hang it up? Or get off the phone! God dang, am I on it? How did I sit on the, how about just, disconnect your phone conversation, will you? How about, break a leg? That's a terrible thing to tell somebody. I want to travel safely. Break a leg! Would you please take the dog out? No, that's okay. I prefer women. Or, my dogs are really smart. Oh yeah? Well, why don't they get a job? My dogs are my children. Really? That must have been an interesting birthing. Here comes the next one. It's a whole litter. Here comes the next one. Here comes the next one. Cereal. Cereal. Okay, so why do we call it a pair of pants when there's only one? Again, ow, ow, ow. This is less of a saying or a phrase that makes absolutely no sense in life than more of the basic construct of what the English language is based on and how we say it. The ABCs. Why is it, for the love of God, nature, science, do we say it like this? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now, why do we say it like that? Why is it L, M, N, O, P? Why is it so fast? Why isn't it L, M, N, O, P? I mean, even in elementary school, as a little kid, I was like, God, I'm trying to catch up with the rest of the class. L, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P. All right. All right. All right. Actually, why do we say that? All right. How are you? I'm all right. No, you're actually half left. See, there's another one. Well, you know what they say. Wait, what did they say? When did they say it? Wait, what did I miss? I can't hear right. Did they say it now? Did they say it later? Well, you know what they say. It's neither here nor there. Well, where is it? Where did it go? God dang, what happened to it? I don't know where it went. And what about, well, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Well, what about a 9-foot pole? How about an 8-foot pole? Oh, an 11-foot pole, that's out of line. No way. What about if I don't have a pole? Can I use a measuring tape? Yeah. Or how about when you're wishing someone well and you say, have a nice day? It's like, well, do you have that power? You know what I mean? Like, have a nice day. Whoa, God dang, I'm gonna have a nice day now. What if they said, have a crappy day? Oh man, I'm so bummed out. What a crappy day. Have a nice day. Catch you later. Catch you later. Hey, catch you later. Oh, I see. So if I fall off the ladder, you won't catch me now, but catch you later. How about, man, you hit the nail on the head. Well, where else would you hit the nail? Oh, man, you put the flat side down and hit the sharp side with the hammer. You hit the nail on the head. That kind of goes along with, man, I'm so tired. I'm as dead as a doornail. Wait, so let me get this straight. So nails have lives, and at some point they die, and you're as dead as one. How about time flies, or time flies when you're having fun? Really? When you're having fun, time flies. What about when you're really depressed? Does time go really slowly? No, time's a constant. It just goes whether or not you're happy or sad or pissed off. Like some of this stuff makes me. See what I mean? You see what I mean? Speaking of these phrases that just get me crazy, is, who came up with, oh man, oh Lord. Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Happy Monday! What the heck, dude? Okay, so you just had the weekend off. Yeah, you were having so much fun. You were going here and there. You were with all your friends and you were partying. You went to you did all this stuff. And it was an awesome, totally awesome weekend. And then you have to wake up at 4 a.m. on Monday. And you're like, I hate Mondays. I gotta spend my life and my days doing this job I can't stand. Oh my God, I can't stand it. But happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, man, I'm so tired. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Wait a second now. So there's like 7 days, and like on Sunday, God apparently rested. He just totally took it easy and said, that's it, I'm taking a break. So Sunday, really, is God's day. And that's the day when some people go to church to submissively pray and kneel down to him and eat the blood and the flesh of his son and all that kind of religious stuff. So that's Sunday. God's day is Sunday. Guess what? Friday, after work, you're done with work, and you're like, oh man, I want to let loose. Yeah, let's go get some really good food and get some drinks, and you go out and you're doing all this stuff, and you go to a club, and you're drinking, you're dancing with Whiskey Man. Whoa, check your out. She's, whoa, man. Yeah, and you're having all this stuff, and then maybe, whoa, you get laid later on. There's a big orgy and all this crazy stuff, and yeah, Friday. Are you thanking God for that? No. I think it's the other guy. He's the dude, the partier. So we should be saying, thanks Satan, it's Friday. Right? Okay, so while in the context of heaven and hell, when I was a kid, for some reason, my dad, when he'd get angry, he'd say, what the Sam hell? What the Sam hell are you doing? It's like, who the hell is Sam, dude? Where is Sam? Is Sam related to me? Why are you calling me Sam? Is Sam in hell? Poor guy, what did he do? What the Sam hell are you talking about? I don't get it. There's certain things that parents say. Don't make me come up there. Dude, I'm the child. I'm the kid. I can't make you do. You're the parent. I have absolutely no control. I have no power. You're the tall. I'm the little. Yeah. Don't make me come up there. What can I make you do? Or, that bed's not going to make itself. Funny, because I thought for some reason it would. I mean, I'm expecting the bed to suddenly, like these arms, and just make itself. Or how about, you wipe that smile off your face. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, let me get it. Did I get it? Oh, there's still some there. Did I? Is that good enough? Is that better? Is that better? Oh, you know? Or better yet, do you want a lickin'? Is this a trick question? Do you want a lickin'? No? I guess, no, I don't really want a lickin'. I don't know why is he asking me? Obviously I don't want a lickin'. What a stupid question. Would you stop fidgeting? What are you, ants in the pants? Think about it. If somebody had ants in their pants, they'd be like, oh my God, oh. Because the ants would be biting you. Shouldn't the saying be, hey, quit fidgeting back there. What do you got, worms in your pants? Huh? Worms? Just squiggly and you're making them, yeah. Ants in the pants. Or when somebody says something like, oh man, that's a son of a bitch. Or, you're a son of a bitch. Hey dude, my mom's not a bitch. Don't call my mom a bitch. I'm not a son of a bitch. My mom's totally awesome. You son of a bitch. You know, you drive me crazy. Oh, really? Make a right at this next exit. The asylum's coming up. Or I love when someone says, where there's smoke, there's fire. Really? You think? You think? I mean, there's like Smokey Bear going, shit. Yeah, there's fire. Whoo. I love when a neighbor comes over and says, can I borrow a cup of sugar? Can you borrow it? Well, as long as you give it back when you're done with it. Can you borrow a cup of sugar? What are you going to do with it? Put it on your couch and watch some movies? Don't you mean to say, can I have a cup of sugar? Obviously, you're not going to borrow it. Huh. So, you're going to have a barbecue. What are you going to barbecue? Oh, I don't know, some hamburgers and hot dogs. Let's see. Hamburger. Hamburgers are made out of cow. Ham is made out of pigs. Why do you call it a hamburger if it's not made out of pig? It's made out of cow. Shouldn't it be called cow burger or bovine patty? And hot dogs? Dude, please tell me you're not eating dog meat. Why do they call it hot dog? Shouldn't it be hot cow? I don't get it. And most likely at the barbecue, somebody will be really hungry. And they'll say, man, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Seriously, dude? You could eat a horse? A horse? So they're going to go out there and slaughter an entire horse and you're going to eat the whole horse. Why don't you just save your money and go buy some dog food that's made out of horse? Or, again, have a hot dog. And maybe somebody might say, don't have a cow, man. Well, I think we've already established that all of this stuff is made out of cow. I'm a vegetarian, so inevitably, if you ever were somehow forced to go and have some fast food, and you're at the drive-in thing, and you're at the microphone, and you order your food, inevitably they're going to say, you want some fries with that? If I wanted some fries, I would have ordered some. Why did they ask you that? So, like somebody who feels like, man, things are weighing them down, or they got a bad habit on something, and so, oh man, I got a monkey on my back. Dang, I got a monkey on my back. Hey, get your damn sticky paws off me, you damn dirty ape. Monkey on your back? A monkey? Who came up with, what is it with these animal ones? Who picks the animals for these things? Personally, I think it should be more like a raven, because it's like perched on your back and it's like, ah! Or, it's just, ah, it's always, yeah. Black beak and it's beady eyes and it's not a monkey. A monkey's like, hey, I'm a monkey. I mean, well, monkeys don't do that, but you know what I mean? The grinder dude and the monkey. I don't see monkeys that's like, I'm gonna on your back. Get off me, you damn dirty. Something's, I don't know. Something's off here. Something's fishy. Something's fishy. Maybe it's the bucket of fish heads you collected in the kitchen. Fishy? Fishy. Ooh, it's fishy. Something fishy in here. Man, some of these things are just so retarded. When someone says, oh, like something that would never happen. And they'd say, oh, when pigs fly... When pigs fly, if a pig could fly, it'd be like, whoa, dude, did you see what happened to Frank in the slaughterhouse back there? I'm out of here, dude. Or when someone says, man, they sure have a lot of children. I know, they breed like rabbits. Well, let's see. The breeding season of a rabbit's 8 to 9 months, and in there they have like 5 litters of babies, okay, in that period. And that's like something like 29 or 30 babies on average. So I think that to say they breed like rabbits, that's a little excessive. A little excessive. Maybe they breed like, I don't know, people? Or when someone says, they work like a dog. You work like a dog. You work like a dog? Have you ever seen a dog work? I know they don't have opposing thumbs. They can't hold a hammer or anything. But what's a dog do? It eats, it sleeps, it plays around on the floor, it scratches itself, it licks its genitals, and what does a dog do? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I don't know. Why do people say that? You know what I mean? It's like raining really hard. I mean, it's coming down. It's pouring. There's lightning and thunder. And, you know, it's raining cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. There's so much rain. It's raining cats and dogs. Look out. There's a Marmaduke. I just killed that guy. Can you imagine me and the dogs and the cats? Whoa, what am I doing in the sky? Cats and dogs splatting everywhere. It would be madhouse. A madhouse. But raining cats and dogs? Why isn't it raining gerbils and snakes? Or when someone's like, hey man, would you get off my back? I'm not on your back. Hey, you're on my back. Get off my back. What is it, the monkey? What about when somebody says, yeah, I could give a crap. I don't want your crap. Or when someone says, you know, I could give a rat's ass. Dang, dude, what do you could give a rat's ass? That's the things you give to people. So you have like a backlog of dead rats and you cut their asses off and rip it with bows and ribbons and here, Merry Christmas. Now I understand like somebody thinking of how special it would be to be witness behind the scenes, like when the Beatles were recording an album or when Stanley Kubrick was filming a movie, you know, and you say, oh man, can you imagine being a fly on the wall? Sure, I can imagine being a fly on the wall. First, you're born as a maggot, and then you're a fly, and you have your life expectancy is 2 days, and then when you have to eat, you spit out this acid stuff and melt the food and slurp it up with your fly disgusting mouth thing. I mean, didn't you ever see the remake of The Fly? That's disgusting, dude. And you want to be a fly. I'd rather just be, even though I'm embarrassed to say, a human.
You know, if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Seriously? That's your question. You're asking me that.
Well, philosophically speaking.
Well, with all philosophically speaking aside, physics, a tree falls, bam, it makes a sound, regardless if you're there or not. And we're starting off with a bang. That's the sound of the tree. Bang! Almost as bad as, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason? Everything? Ow, god dang, I just stubbed my toe. What's the reason behind that? Exactly. It's like when somebody's surprised and they say, oh my god! Oh my god! Your god? My god? Do we each have our own personal god? Are there multiple gods? Are there tons of gods? What are they doing? Are they all just sitting around playing pinochle or going bowling? I mean, there's so many gods that, you know, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, everybody's got a god, but it's not the same god because it's their possessed god. Well, not possessed like, oh my god, see? Oh my god. Don't just say, oh my goodness, or oh my, or something like that. Oh my god, see, I did it again. I love when someone's all sensitive and they're like, you know, oh, well, the eyes are the window to the soul. I don't know about you, but my eyes are just organs. They're soft and gushy, and they're in my eye sockets and on the outside of my brain, and they help me see. That's what my eyes do. Maybe your eyes are like a secretive, the sixth sense of the soul. The soul's back here. No, the windows of the. Where's the door? Close the door. What the? Like when somebody's really aware of stuff, they see everything. It's like they have eyes in the back of their head. Eyes in the back of. God dang! Whoa, man! Walking down the street, can't tell if you're coming or going. Try to take a nap and god dang! I poke my eyes. I don't think so. Just these two eyes would be perfectly fine. Thank you very much. He's tongue-tied. He's tongue-tied. I'm tongue-tied. You know, when a couple of people are having communication problems, inevitably someone may say, well, you know, I can't read your mind. Boy, am I glad for that. If you could read my mind and I could read your mind and we could all read each other's minds, we'd be like the Borg and there'd be no individuals and you'd know every single thought. And sometimes you think things that you don't really mean to think to somebody. You know? Some people in life get really pissed off at each other. It's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick you in the ass. Are you gonna kick me in the ass? Okay, let me turn around and you can kick my soft, fat cell glutamus maximus, which really isn't gonna hurt me one bit at all. And then I'm gonna rip one right in your face. Boom! And knock you on the ground. And then they'll say, whoa, you kicked his ass. And I'll be like, no, dude, I hit him in the face. Or when somebody's overreacting over something and they're really upset and they say, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Well, they don't really mean they're gonna kill you. I mean, wow, I burnt the toast. Okay, stab you with a butcher knife. Slit my throat. Because you're gonna kill me. Things are happening that would really upset somebody that used to be alive in your family or whatever. And so somebody says, oh, he's rolling over in his grave. I know right now. I can't believe you did that. He's rolling over in his grave. You know, did you even check to see if he was really dead? Did you bury him alive? Did you check his pulse? Poor guy, he's down in the grave. It's like, man, it's really cramped in here. God dang, I'm gonna roll over. When someone wants a man in their life, they refer to it like, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Through his stomach. I mean, I could go graphically what's gonna happen to go through the stomach to the heart, but I think you get the picture. It's pretty messy. Oh, I have nothing to wear. Really? You have nothing to wear? Yeah. Look at this closet. There's like 15 million dresses and blouses and slacks. And then you have the dresser full of all kinds of other clothes. I'd say you have a lot to wear. Does this dress make me look fat? Why no, that dress doesn't make you look fat. Your fat ass does. Oh man, my elbow's really hurting. I'm wearing this elbow brace. I have tennis elbow. 15 love. Or you hit your elbow. Ow! Behind on the corner of something. Oh man, it really hurts. Oh dang, what'd you do? Hit your funny bone? It's not very funny. It really hurts. Why don't they call it the agony bone? Well, because actually the bone is called the humerus. Or really somebody just doesn't want to deal with that. It's like, I don't want to go in there. What do you got, cold feet? No, I'm wearing socks and shoes. I just don't want to go in there. A friend of yours, he could just do anything, you know. He could just, you know, well, you gotta hand it to him. I gotta hand it to him? Well, it's mine, and do I have to give it to him? You gotta hand it to him. Okay, I'll give it. I'll hand it over. Or when someone says, in a class all its own. Gosh, poor person's like, huge classroom, totally empty. It's like, teacher? Anybody? You go into a cafe and you say, yeah, can I have a cup of Joe? They hand you a cup and it's got like eyeballs and blood and guts in it, and you're like, God, what the heck is this? Well, you asked for a cup of Joe. Hey, that looks really simple. Yeah, it's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake? It just looks like an easy task to me, but if you think it's a piece of cake, pie in the sky. If you people are seeing pies in the sky, I really don't know how to take that. I mean, you know, pie in the sky? Pie in the sky? There's no pie. When someone doesn't have nearly enough money and they're poor and they just... God, the clock's striking. This clock is striking. We're on strike. I'm on clock and I'm on strike. It's not fair. What's not fair? You're a clock. I just wind you. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when somebody doesn't have any money and they're broke, and they say, I'm broke. You're broke? Yeah, I'm broke. Or they'll say, man, I barely make enough to survive. I'm living on, God dang, stupid clocks, I'm trying to work here. I don't make enough to survive. I mean, I work for peanuts. You work for peanuts? Is your boss an elephant? What the heck? Why don't you ask your boss for some cash, some money, so you can pay your bills? When it's an impossible thing or it's impassable and you're stuck somewhere, it's like, oh man, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's like two hard things. Why don't you just say, wow, he's a really difficult situation. Another one where you're stuck. It's like, whoa, In between here and there, it's like, oh, he's in a pickle. He's in a pickle. He's in a pickle. He's in a pickle. He's in a really, marinated cucumber thing. This can. You cut it, you put it on your sandwiches, and he's in between there. The slices of the pickle in your hamburger thing. He's in there. He's in a pickle. He's in a pickle. He's in a pickle. Oh my God, help me. Help me. Hello? Hello? Or, hello? Somebody. Angels, devils. Somebody, please help us. There's so many superstitious ones, like, couples walking down the street hand in hand. They're in love, and then as they're walking along the streets, something separates the way they're walking, like a pole or a mailbox, and they have to separate, and they go around the thing, and then they say, bread and butter. Bread and butter. I don't know where that comes from. Why don't you just say, bagel and cream cheese? I mean, these things they're madness. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. I see. So across the planet, there's all these mothers that are, sitting there, watching some television and eating their curds and whey, and they're relaxing, and they have their feet up, and suddenly, oh, that son of mine, he must have stepped on a crack. What if you stepped on a crack and you broke your mother's back? What happens in the next crack? Do you break your father's back? Step on a crack, break your father's back. Oh, that stupid kid of mine. What happens after that? What if you don't like your family? Can you purposefully murder them by sticking on cracks? That would be sweet. It's like, yeah, stupid brother, there's a crack. Stupid sister, there's another crack. Oh, I'm really glad that terrible thing could never happen to me ever in my whole entire life. Oh, knock on wood. Now I'm safe, because I knocked on wood. If I'm not knocking on steel or tin or rubber or glass or anything like that, what if it's fake wood? Does it work? And gosh forbid you break a mirror, because if you break a mirror, you'll have 7 years bad luck. Now, 7 years. Not 6 or 5 or 4, not a couple of months, not a few days, not 20 years, but 7 years. Yeah, that's the rule. 7. Yeah. Huh? You'll also have bad luck if you walk under an open ladder. Dang, don't walk. Are you stupid? You just walked under the ladder. Okay, I walked under the ladder. Well, you're gonna have bad luck now. So apparently a cat has 9 lives. So the cat that just got run over in the street and is killed and is dead in the street, it's like, wake up, dude. Oh no, it was on its 9th life. Huh? Cereal? How about when there's someone that has facts about them that they don't want you to know because it could have negative connotations on their character? And people are like, oh, well, he's got skeletons in the closet. Skeletons in the closet? Let's check. Whoa, dude, he's got skeletons in the closet. Ah! I just remember, like, when I was a kid, if I left the door open or something, my dad would be, what, were you born in a barn? Born in a barn? No, I was born in the hospital. Weren't you there? Gosh. Or were you in the waiting room smoking a cigar? What, were you born in a barn? Where were you born? Where does God was born in a God? You got dudes and you got chicks. What is it about chicks in today's world where chicks call other chicks dude? Chicks call chicks dude. Hey, dude. What's going on, dude? But they're chicks. Next thing you know, dudes would be calling other dudes chicks. Would you people make up your minds? I think I've made the point on all of this, but I did save a couple of B-sides for last. Shh, they're kind of naughty. This colorful language. So get the children out of the room. Wait, what are the children doing here anyways? Someday you may have a gaseous anomaly in your lower extremities of your body and let out some gas. Some people call it a fart. But other people say, oh, pardon me, I passed wind. You passed wind? You passed wind. Wind. Hey, see you later, wind. I passed you. Or, I mean, if you passed anything, at least say, oh, pardon me, I passed gas. It's gas. It's like methane. It's like, whoa, dude. But it's just simple. Just say, excuse me. And then they'll smell it and they'll know what it is. It's funny when someone says, man, that guy's really stupid. Pardon my French. I know. He's got shit for brains. He's got shit for brains? No wonder he's so smelly. God, P.U., dude. Close your ears at least, or your nostrils or something. It's really rancid in here. Got shit for brains. I don't know, my brain's just a brain. I don't know, but some people have shit in there. Jeez, criminelli. And when someone breaks your heart's not broken. I mean, your heart's a pump. It just pumps the blood. You're a sentient, cognitive, conscious being, and your thinking processes happen inside your brain. Unless you're like that other dude, and has shit for brains. Then I don't know what to tell you. But this is a pump. Why is it when we're really scared in life, we say, man, I'm scared shitless? What happened to your shit, dude? So you're so scared that somehow the excrement in your lower intestines just evaporated. Okay. What about when it's really cold and somebody's like, oh man, I'm freezing. Gosh, I'm so cold. I know, dude, it's colder than a witch's tit. What? So a witch is in her hut, and she's got a big cauldron, and she's mixing her brew, and under the cauldron is like a bunch of logs on fire, and there's fire right next to her chest. But for some reason, her tits are cold. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, man. Just say, man, it's so cold. Just say that. It's colder than ice. Cold as ice. It's as cold as ice. Ice is cold, and it's cold in here. Not a witch's tit. So, what's this? Give up? Guess what? That is what we should call a blowjob. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right, that's quite right. That makes more sense. The other one you should call a suck job or a popsicle job or a licorice stick or something else.
But you're not blowing. Well, maybe you blow, but I'd be like, God dang, this is really boring. Really? When's she gonna do something? I've had this happen before, and it's like, nah. Well, of course you're kind of like, but if you think about it, you're like, nah. It's when a chick, like, gets you and she's like, I'm gonna fuck your brains out. I'm gonna fuck your brains out. And you're like, no! God dang, I need my brains. I need my brains to be in my skull. Otherwise I can't think. My organs won't work. And I'll be like, I'll be gooey brain matter coming out of my ears and my nose and my mouth. And I'll be like, You'll be fucking my brains out. And I'll be like, turn into a vegetable. No, just fuck me. But don't fuck my brains out. I don't think I'd like that. Not one bit. But the fucking, sure. Whew, wow, it's really naughty. Don't be so naughty. Don't be so naughty. L-O-N-O-P! L-O-N-O-P! I still don't get why. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L-O-N-O-P. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Hey, I know my ABCs, and for some reason I go, L-O-N-O-P, L-O-N-O-P, really fast, L-O-N-O-P. Why can't it be L-O-N-O-P? All right, peace out. Cool. Be cool. Be cool. Because it's a hot day. Okay, stop, dude. Just stop. Okay, I'll stop now. I'm gonna stop. I'm stopping.